Okay. It is I, Menace Snowdecker. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Sorry for the bad quality or whatever, because I'm doing way too many things simultaneously right now that I don't even want to get started trying to explain to everybody. I'm just going to do the best I can, and that'll be it. I'm going through some changes for my channel right now. I'm trying to make it a little bit better, a little bit more, I guess nice is the word I'm looking for. Not exactly, I don't know. I'm just going to have to go with that word. I have something art related that's going to be done maybe in a couple months. I don't know exactly the dating terms. I'm going to start cracking down on the games I've played more and try to organize the groups and categories for each one. I gotta be honest, I have way too much Minecraft stuff on there, and I also put regular Minecraft stuff where I should have had Minecraft dungeons, and that needs to be fixed, and I just have not made time for that at all, and I'm doing other things right now. Also, starting at the beginning of May, I don't know what exact day, this was brought to my attention by Owl, who said, might as well post this here since there's no self-promo chat, and it was something baby... Blib. My brain's stuttering. Beyblade related. Thank you. I will be including a self-promo chat in here for my Discord server somewhere, so Strawberry, Theta, Phoenix. I'll have one for Twitch, I'll have one for YouTube, I'll have one for music, art, Rumble. I'll try to have the main categories. If there's one I miss, feel free to ping me, let me know. I'll be sure to add one. And I'm also going to add in a welcoming section, which I have not added, which I probably should have done that sooner. I had that on my original version of the server, but after Alan, the support guy, hacked my Discord account and basically dismantled my whole server, I lost that, and I did not put that back on here, which I probably should have. So, that's my fault. I'm also currently downloading, what was it? Risk of Rain. Okay, Risk of Rain 2. And I've also started recording Five Nights at Minecraft. I'm going to try to have it up at the end of October this year for 2025. I cannot make any promises because I'm doing almost everything by myself. I do have people I'm working with to help me record. Thank you. Thank you so much, by the way, to all of you who I wish I could name right now that I am not currently allowed to for various reasons. Part of which because I didn't ask for permission to do so in the first place. I like asking permission before I do something. It's actually a pretty good thing. You should try it. Anyways, adding to that, long list of things I'm trying to get done. Let's see, what was it? Right. To those who do not know this as of yet, I'm very late getting this video up. I put this all over Facebook and Instagram and Discord when it finally came up. I was very happy. I've been working on this for months. It has been driving me insane, and I finally got it working. Thank you, CurseForge. I finally have my mod pack done. Do you want to see? Do you want to see how many attempts it took me? Give me a second. This is literally how I go to it. I go to start a project, and then projects. This is how many attempts it took me to get it to work right. I've been working on this for literally months. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, technically a whole year. How did that happen? That's sad. Okay, whatever. Moving on. I've been working on this and working on this and working on this endlessly. I have been trying to make my own Minecraft server because I want to bring back a world that I made long ago known as City Apocalypse. It was very popular, it was very well done. I lost the original and then we made a second version. It was very well liked by everybody, but the problem with why it failed was that everybody had all these builds that they wanted to contribute or put in, and I wasn't against it. I was willing to, so long as they worked on it. But then we had 90 plus builds started being worked on by dozens of people, and nobody was finishing their builds. And it would just be irritating the crap out of me, because we were trying to build a section of Egypt, just like a fan-made version. We had pyramids in there, we had a Teen Titans tower, literal Star Destroyers, a Benny and the Ink Machine recreation, you name it, we had it. There was so much stuff in that world. But it ended up failing because, first of all, it wasn't a server, it was a main world. And the second one was because that nobody was actually finishing their builds. That was the main one. The main issue, other than the fact that it was not, in fact, a server. And it was just bad. And I kept trying to make time to do this, get it all taken care of. Piece by piece, step by step, I've been going through the process of trying to get things done here. And the part I did not like was that they wouldn't actually tell me exactly what was wrong. So thank you, CurseForge. And it did not help me at all to know that you guys only had a Gmail system and not an actual phone line customer service. And you had a Discord server to help developers. The problem was I did not qualify as somebody who you could help on that list. I read who qualified and I was not technically one of those people, and that really sucked. Because I wasn't a developer, I wasn't a creator, I was making one pack, not multiple, and I wasn't going to keep going forever and ever down the road. I was just making the one, and potentially another one to another person inside my Discord server that is Plasma Burst 2 related. No, I have not forgotten, I have just been super busy. And honestly, trying to maintain a YouTube channel by yourself is very irritating. You actually lose quite a bit of your sanity trying to do everything alone. You really do. There's recording, there's editing, there's uploading, and then there's, I guess, re-downloading the video after you edit, which takes a boatload of time. I'm not a big fan of editing, I'm gonna be honest. It's... oh, it takes so much time. Anyways, my plan right now was to get this done, look through any additional mods that I want, which is what I'm currently doing. No, I'm serious. I literally have a big fat list of reels saved on Instagram with literally, I don't even know how many videos. It's like at least 100 different reels or shorts of different mod packs people recommend and why, and some of those short reels can have anywhere from one inside of it to easily half a dozen or more. So then I gotta look at each one, and then I gotta figure out, okay, does CurseForge have this? Because they don't tell you inside Instagram, they just tell you occasionally, like, oh, it's 120.1 or 121.2 or some other number just telling you that. But they don't tell you if it's on CurseForge or not, or if it's on Bedrock or Java, and that does not help me whatsoever. So I gotta physically sit down, write out each one that I like based on the video, which I'm currently doing, and then I'm gonna go back through here in CurseForge, and then I'm going to start searching, hopefully finding some of those on that list that I can actually use. There was one recommended to me by a friend of mine, Face Swag Lord. He recommended one called Create, saying that I could actually make factories and tanks and even actual fighters. And that actually piqued my interest a whole bunch, because, well, if you know, you know. Having tanks in Minecraft, it's definitely not something you'd see every day. But a working model that actually does work, and actual planes, fighters, transports, factories that produce resources and ship it in and out like in Minecraft story mode, that'd be something. That would really be something. But I gotta get all that done first. My mod pack is not perfect. There are a few flaws with it. And technically it's a mod, not a mod pack, even though it has multiple things inside of it, which I find kind of fascinating. The TNT does not work with TNT cannons. I asked repeatedly on various groups, including Facebook and Reddit, if anybody could help me get it to work. Somebody recommended a video, but it was one I already watched, and it was heavily outdated, so it did not help me the way that it should have. Because the app I was using, or not app, download, yeah, this one, mCreator, mine is the 2023 version. They now have a 2025 version. And the videos that I was watching to even make this ridiculous mod in the first place, which is honest nightmare when you actually just stare at it as a whole, really is a nightmare. It was frustrating because every video I was watching was literally anywhere from 1 to 6 years old. And you know what? Let me just go here real quick. Where is one that I could take a look at, but not change anything? Where would it be? Down there? Yeah, okay. This tab right here. This is the AI task goal. So let's just go ahead and... Wait, no, that's the model. Where's the working product? Where's that one at? Was it an egg? Might have been an egg. Okay, there you are. Found you. Yeah, I had to do all this just to get it to do basic fighting. This is actually the most simplistic form of AI goals. The more frustrating ones go on further down the road. And there's all these things you need to factor. Do you want it to spawn? Okay. Do you want it to linger? If so, do you want it to despawn when it's idle? There's all these different things that can happen. And I didn't know this, but apparently spawn weight signifies how many could spawn in a group on average. I thought it meant like how much it would weigh when it spawns, but no, they didn't say that. And each of these procedures can easily have another one of these things on it. And it's a massive nightmare. So there's animal tasks, basic tasks, combat tasks, movement, other, targets, village related, advanced. So let's just go ahead and go here. There you are. Let's see. No, I don't want to cancel the procedure. I just want to show the actual thing. Yeah, this. This is just one task. All that. And that. And this. And that. Each of these is a different task to do different things. So if you look here, event trigger triggered by external call or when global trigger. No, there's no trigger. This is to activate it when it gets hit by flint and steel. That's to play a sound when it's finally primed. This one, if I'm reading this correctly, that's to help it explode. That's also to help play the sound and explode at a distance. Okay, one of these was redstone related, but I don't know which one. The point is, this is what I have to go through to do a single task. Every one of these has a whole bunch of this stuff on it. Each one does a different thing, each one does a different job. And this is what I had to go through to make this mod pack. I'm sorry, mod, because it's not technically a pack, even though it is a pack of mods. Which actually gives me a headache when I actually stop and think about it, because that makes no sense to me at all. But you have to scroll through every one of these to do a single thing. The problem is the older videos have some of these that no longer exist. I kept looking and looking, trying to find some of the ones they were using, and they just weren't here anymore. I was following the tutorial, I listened to every single word, I did everything, I rewatched it multiple times, and some of them are just gone. And if they're not gone, then they've been modified to such a point that I can't find them anymore. And that's the problem, is apps like this, they don't give you a tutorial, which deeply bothers me. Because I am an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to make something amazing, and all I can really say is, please help me. I'm sorry, your words do not compute. Please call back at the earliest call date. What more do you want from me? I've done the best I can. So my TNT does work. The problem is I cannot use it with TNT cannons. So you can use it with redstone, you can step on it. I even made a landmine. You can light it. I never tested it, but theoretically it should catch fire if you use lightning bolts or stuff like that. Probably won't, and if it won't, then I don't know how to fix it, because nobody wants to help me, apparently. The downgrade of being a small YouTuber channel who earns no money off of his videos. Nobody supports you when you need it the most. They only support you after you make it, which honestly really breaks the heart. Anyways, I got multiple suits of armor, I got working weapons, guns. The stats may not make sense when you look at them, but I promise you they make sense story and actual, like, lore-based wise, but I guess nobody's going to want to look at that fully. Also, yes, I did add alcohol. It's a low grade, it's a 2% alcohol. No, it will not get you drunk inside the game, so it is safe enough to drink. I put that for celebration purposes only. Do not abuse it. Judgmental stare. Anyways, I put root beer, I put Sprite. There's a working ink bucket for future bending and ink machine builds that I plan to do. I was going to add custom paintings, but I decided that was just going to take me way too long, and I was trying to get stuff done. I got different blocks, I got grass, I got different sites. There's a new dimension in here. There's a speed walking block that allows you to walk faster. I figured that'd be nicer to use if you're trying to get home from a mall or something. There's a whole bunch of nice usable things in here, including 7 new paintings. Several of which are actually hiding stuff inside them. You just gotta look a little bit more closely. But all of this just for that, basically. It's actually a whole nightmare. And I went through all that just to get one working. The problem is, every time I did something wrong, they didn't exactly tell me what I did wrong. So in the beginning, I thought it was going to be a mod pack. And I was actually collabing with somebody to help me get this all done. Thank you, by the way, Deucefault. Thank you so much. Your input was most appreciated, and it shall not go unnoticed or forgotten. Thank you so much. But like I was saying, the problem is they wouldn't exactly tell me, so I put it down, and they'd say, okay, you need a JSON file. I don't know if you watched Pixel Gun 3D when I was playing that, but I did ramble about that in one video. They're like, Decker, you need a JSON file. We just added a JSON file. Okay, well, you need a JSON file. Again, CurseForge, we just put in a JSON file. Okay, well, Menace Snow Decker, you need a JSON file. And they're not really telling me what I'm doing wrong. And that was really frustrating. So we put in a JSON file, and apparently it wasn't working, and they kept declining it, and then I kept deleting it because editing it apparently got me nowhere. Yeah, sad thing, if you edit this, there is no experimental button. So if you hit experimental while approving it, you cannot change that afterward. Thanks, CurseForge. Your editing button is so useful. So useful that I forgot to smile. So there's like a actual limit of what you can and cannot edit while you get stuff done. This version was approved. Unfortunately, it was not everything, and there were some bugs that I was trying to work out at the time. And after I did get those worked out, I kept trying to reapprove it, the whole thing, and they're like, no. And we're like, why? Because you're using the exact same file as you put here. Okay, well, I deleted that one. Okay, well, it's still the exact same file. So then I had to destroy the file that I already had. Then I had to go back here, copy a new file off of the old one, and then alter it just slightly so that they knew it was still the same thing, and I just changed one thing slightly, and they finally approved it. So I was very happy. Absolute joy all around. Just unrefined happiness internally. So my mod is up, but I'm not going to use it just yet. I gave it a test run the other day. It was working actually pretty well. I still don't like the TNT part, though. I honestly wish I could fix that. But sadly, nobody really wants to help me, which is frustrating, but I'll live with that. I can live with that flaw. I could just add more TNT blocks later. That's cool. That's fine. Stupid pop-up ads. I can't stand them. Oh, yeah, I guess I should mention that. To every single ad that's inside these videos, I do not own any rights to any of that. I do not own any of the titles. They're not mine. So, for those ads that kept popping up, no. I do not own anything there. And I'm not promoting anything either, so let's just go ahead and just clarify that now. So that if I get copyrighted, I can say that I actually stated in the video, no, I do not own said things that popped up inside my video. And I was not saying that I own them or trying to make money off of said things in the first place. So let's just clarify that. Because I honestly do not enjoy the copyrights. I really don't. They're silly sometimes. Sometimes you deserve them, sometimes you don't. And in this case, I really don't. It was just me trying to brush through stuff and get it done. But anyways, I'm going to try to have this server running by the end of the year. I don't know when I'll do my first build on the world. I really have no idea. But we'll see. And I got a lot more things I need to get done, so I better get back to it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, then give it a like. And if you want to see more, then please subscribe. And like always, this is Menace Decker signing off, and I will see you next time. So bye-bye. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to smile, because remember, a smile a day goes a long way. I hope to see you all back here again soon. And I have a lot more things than I need to do on here. A lot more. So I need to get back to it. Especially here. I'm currently uploading 4 more videos, and I gotta finish scheduling that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to that, and then I'll go back to writing down the mods I've been working on. Hey, to people who recommend games for me to play, can you not recommend RPGs for a while? I am sorry, but I am overloaded with Snowbreak as it is, and then there were people telling me to check out Zenless Zone Zero, and then they were telling me to check out Girls Frontline 2, whatever that was. I could sit here and go on the names all day. Point is, the RPGs are massive and they take up a huge amount of space, and I don't exactly enjoy that. I'm gonna be honest. Genshin alone, by itself, takes up the largest amount of gigabytes on my computer. And that's without me playing a single part of it. That is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying when I think about it. Anyways, more to do. I gotta get back to it. Bye!